approaching. I've got about 2.5 months until the actual show, and currently the Golf is nowhere near show worthy. So I've got a lot of work to do and not a lot of time to do it. Unfortunately, just lately the Ranger has taken up most of the time with the clutch, and then once I'd got that done and the timing belt was done as well, or chain, whatever it was, I took it to work one day and the brake line that feeds the rear brakes had blown. Basically, I got home, looked underneath and thought to myself, chassis rails are not supposed to leak. So typically, because it's the most awkward one that runs above the fuel tank and everything else, it was the only one that hadn't been changed from the standard steel brake line to a copper brake line. Managed to get that all done, got the brakes bled up with the help of Corbin, so that's all sorted now. Still got a couple of small issues with it. I seem to keep having a paddle and pull form in the passenger footwell. I thought maybe that was because I'd moved the trim over the top of the windscreen to treat some rust. So yesterday I went and got some really good mastic, filled that all in, smoothed it all out. Last night it rained, come out this morning, pulled the carpet up, and I've got a puddle under there again. Don't really know how I'm going to go about it. At the minute, the only ideas that I've got are rip the wings off and then have a look to see if there's like any drains behind there or anything like that that are blocked, or just drill a hole in the bottom and have done with it basically. A little bit redneck, but it is what it is. So that can wait in any case. First things first, I need to get the Golf cleared out. This isn't the way a car guide would look after their show car. It's been the daily, whilst it's been the show car as well. I thought maybe I could get away with doing it. My plan was to run the Ranger through the winter, as you know. That didn't happen, so unfortunately the Golf has suffered. Doing the work that I do, I get in the car every day, I'm head to toe in muck, so it's not doing it any favours at all. So it's time to clear it all out, give it a clean up, start again, carry on with the boot build, get everything sorted there, and then I can have a look at how I'm going to do the rest of the interior. Right, well that's the inside of the Golf bit cleaner. I can finally see where I'm actually working today. So basically what I want to finish off today at a minimum is get the framework in down the back here in the boot, and then get the MDF sorted out on that side. Everything's opposite, I need to remember that. So yeah, get the framework down, get all the MDF down, and then hopefully I can have a look and see how these two sides are going to sort of come into play, how I'm going to build them, etc. And hopefully we'll be able to start seeing how things are going to shape up. made a good start. I managed to get the frame down, or what I think of all of the frame down, for the flat floor in the boot. I've managed to work it in respect of being able to have a trapdoor so that I can still get to the spare wheel if I need to. And I think it's going to be a bit tricky to do the MDF, which is what I'm going to go on to now, because basically I've got to work around all of the contours and the bodywork lines, the wheel arches and everything else. Thankfully, I didn't really think ahead, I just didn't throw it away. I've still got the boot carpet. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace around that, and that'll work around the back of the car where it curves around at the actual boot. So I'll have that pattern, then everything else I'll just have to sort of work my way around basically. So I'm going to get a bit of MDF cut off so that it's not such a big piece to be sort of lugging about, and then I can start to work it in. Apart from getting a flush ring pull for the front here for the trapdoor, that is everything done on the flat floor in the back. Unfortunately, it's not the way I wanted to do it, but I've had to put a split in here. I thought that after putting some nice cuts in around these hoops, because I wanted to keep these because I might use them in the future, mainly probably for Buddy to clip his harness into. So I thought cutting around them would be enough, but unfortunately the hump here where the catch is for the boot, that's still gliding. So I've remodelled in the MDF what Volkswagen done with their carpet. Put that joint in there, that comes up, then those hinges come up, and that gives you access to the spare wheel. So apart from putting carpet on and just figuring out how wide these gaps actually need to be, because these ones are really flush, obviously carpet's not going to get in there. Got a good gap there at the back, so that's probably going to be perfect fit for the carpet. Down the side there, fairly good, probably get one layer. And then down the sides I need to sort out as well, but they aren't too much of an issue, because even if I go with just a piece of MDF straight onto the wheel arch, that covers up that gap in any case on both sides. And I want to leave myself as much room as possible for the harnesses on the K-brakes. So it's actually worked out quite well. I'm going to get the trapdoor done just over there over the top of the sender unit in the top of the fuel tank, and then that'll be the floor actually done, and I can have a look at how I'm going to go on with the rest. So you might be thinking, why have I just swept that out and then put a blanket in there? No, it's not to make it look pretty. Basically, I think I've said it before, but the reason I'm doing all this is so that I can hopefully take Buddy to shows with me. Want him to be able to fit in the car, etc, etc. That's why the sub's going right at the front and the boot's staying completely empty. I've hopefully got room for a bit of luggage if I ever take this away, and then I can take him as well. So I only seemed right that I really let him have a go. Adding up. What do you think? Has that got the Buddy approval? Hello? Just careful. There we have it, one complete floor. Like I say, just need to get the ring pulls for the front here, well, the front there and the back here, but that is finally complete. Now I know there's obviously a lot of gaps and everything in there at the moment, but most of them you won't actually be able to see. That gap there is going to be covered over, then obviously that door opens and then this door will open. So apart from these edges around the actual doors, you won't see anything else. The only thing that you will see is I've decided I'm going to leave just the top of the hinges showing, and that'll be it. Just got to get the ring pulls for the front and the back, get them sunk into the MDF, and then that's it, they're all good. I'll have to get them tomorrow because unfortunately today is May bank holiday, so I won't be able to get anything until tomorrow. With where this piece of trim off the top door card-ish comes to, just about holding it in place, it's pretty much level with the top of the sub. So what I'm thinking is that if I rest that in there somewhere like, there we go. So what I'm thinking is a flat top across to underneath that piece of trim, then that'll have a nice curve in it to come round, and then diagonal piece from the corner to where the front of the K-brace is, where the front of this back panel will come to. Build that in and then work out the rest as we go. Hopefully that gives you a bit of a better idea of what I'm actually planning on doing in the back here. So basically it's the piece of MDF that's going to run off the side of the sub. It's not going to be attached to it, but it's going to be built next to it. It's going to run under that level, underneath that piece of trim. I think once I've got that bit in, a lot of it's actually going to come together quite quickly and easily. We hope. But I think that's about as much time as I'm going to have for today. I'm very hungry. Dog is at the door, like clamouring to get out. Don't know if he's just fed up with me, my music, or if he's hungry too. But yeah, I think that's as far as I'm going to get today. But I'm actually really pleased with how far I've got. The whole floor done, apart from them ring pulls. Don't know if there's some sort of shortage on them or something, but like loads of the ones that I've looked at are not delivery until sort of like mid-May. Don't really want to wait that long. So gonna have a bit of a look about on the internet when I get home, see if I can find something that comes a bit quicker. Just gonna have a quick measure up for the piece of carpet I'm gonna need for the flat floor, and then that's gonna be about it. So yeah, stay tuned, and part 2 coming soon, I suppose.